Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Influence. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great holiday. I did. I've been slacking. Didn't even record my New Year's message this year. Not even sure if I'm doing one. Get back to it now. So today we have Flames Toys model kit Shockwave. If you know anything about Flames Toys, you know this is a great figure. If you like these model kits, it's a no-brainer. If you need a Shockwave, I would say pick it up, especially for the price of these model kits. They're great model kits and they're not too expensive. Yeah, they're fun. I put this together. This is probably the easiest one that I've gotten to put together. Like, I put it together in maybe 2 hours, and it was like an hour. It was like 2 days, an hour a day, but it was quick. All the other model kits, and maybe it's just due to me, the way I put them together, or just not knowing before my old model kits. Oh, my thing ran out of juice. Y'all see this? So let's take it down. So as I was saying, if you know anything about Flames Toys, you already know. Flames Toys make, if you don't know anything about Flames Toys, they make very high-end, non-transformable figures. As far as Transformers, they may have other figures as well. Like, they may make other IPs, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm only familiar with the Transformers that are expensive. They don't transform, but they're really highly articulated, highly detailed, look great. So, I mean, if I could get a character in Flames Toys, I may be one of those dudes that switch to all non-transformable characters. That's how good they are. But there are a lot of, I think, IDW representations, and I don't know how many G1 representations there are. But anyway, Flames Toys as a company, they have a great reputation. They only missed a couple times. I'm spinning around since my turntable failed on me. But this is no exception. So we'll get into accessories. So you get this gun that's him, you know, every iteration of, and you may have to take his hands off. Oh, there we go. Got it out of there. This gun right here, you know, every Shockwave needs the one thing in the one episode when he was holding himself, which was a cell error, animation error, I mean. However, it just doesn't die with the accessory. You also get, I guess you consider these accessories, they're extra hands. I didn't take them off the sprue because I don't want to lose any. And I knew I was only going to use the gun because you can take the gun off. I will show that. And his gun hand, even though I'm not sure if I've ever seen him in a representation without the pistol hand. However, you can do it because it comes with right and left of, you can see like this, like wielding some power, and you have thumbs over here in the back of the hand. You do have to put these together. You got like this open hand, you got this trigger finger hand that works with these. Where's this right here goes in here in the knuckles with the thumb. And you have what hand is this? I don't even know what hand this is. This is the trigger finger hand, because I got the one on, because you can see the finger, and this is a closed fist. And that's pretty much it. And you have the directions, which directions were great, but my only complaint is they were small. Look how small they are. I need glasses. I suspect people that don't need glasses have trouble seeing this, but I had to take pictures with my phone and open it. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to the eye doctor this month. I'm making an appointment. And you get the box. Move this over a little bit. See the box. You got some pictures on the back. Got some stuff here. I never knew before. I guess they have a couple sponsors. It's not just Flames Toys, but with all the articulation that you get with these models, it just seems like it's just a Flames Toys product. And you see it's all the front. So let's get to the figure. There's not a whole lot to talk about because I don't have to transform him, but there is a lot to talk about with the sculpt. So see his face up close, of course, Shockwave face. There is light piping. What am I talking about? It's light piping, but I don't know how good it is, and I can't tell. You can see it's not great because it's not lit up as much as it can be. You gotta really put it in the light for it to work. So there's that. You got the clear here. You have two symbols on this side and the back. And this hose came separate too, that you put on after you put everything together. Because every piece of this is something that you have to assemble. And regarding his hand, his gun arm or pistol hand, it's just a little ball peg that you pull out, and then you can put the other hands in if you want. And over here is the same way. I don't really want to pull it out, but you can just pull it off just like that, and then you can insert all the hands. You see his color. I kind of like the color that he is, this purple. It's a little darker. I know the Masterpiece version is like this purple, maybe a little darker than this, and I like this purple better. We can get into articulation, which is the only thing left to do. His head is kind of limited. It does have this little thing here that moves like this, so you can get a little bit more, and his head moves like this. Now, I may have it wrong. I couldn't tell if I had the neck part wrong. That's one of the only pieces that I wasn't 100% sure when I put it on here. I think I have it right, but I'm not sure. But anyway, if I don't, maybe articulation is a little different. But you can see he can move his head 360. It does hit around here, but that's all right. His arm, of course, the hose impedes him moving his arm all the way around. But if it wasn't for the hose, he can get it all the way around, as you can see with that. He has a joint that goes up, and he also has another joint that goes up like this. Now, this guy doesn't transform, so it doesn't go all the way up like most Shockwaves, but it's a little more than 90 degrees, which is good. I think it's enough. And you actually, what am I talking about? That extra joint you can put up like this, and you can go like this. So it does look like more than 90 degrees. Same thing over here. This joint is tight, so you can get this joint. All right, I don't want to break it. I don't know why it's so tight, but it is tight. So just know it's supposed to move like this. I think I did it right. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe I did something in there wrong. I'm not sure, but it's not moving. So that could be you could be a complaint. And you can get a little butterfly. It's not a big butterfly, but it's a little bit. You get a little bit of stuff. Waist is on. He has a triple. He has a ball joint here, and a ball joint up here, not triple double. So you can move his waist at this ball joint, but you can also move his waist a little bit at the top ball joint, but the top ball joint is really for crunch. And you see how much crunch he gets. Move this arm. Gets about that much back. Kind of a lot. And he gets that much forward. And he gets some crunch on the ball joint down here as well, back and forward. So you get a good range of back and forth on both of those. Then you have skirts down here. You can get these up independently. They will pop off. They're just on little tiny ball joints, and they weren't really that great. You see they both popped off. Let me pull this up. Why? And these will come off if these are off, because they kind of have a symbiotic relationship as far as being together, because these just peg in to the back. So if you have these, they stop them from moving forward, and these won't come off. But without everything down, they may. So with the skirts up, you can get the legs in straight split. Can kick way up. Again, you might want to stop when you hit this skirt. There you go, like that. It can at least get front. The back doesn't, I don't think the back goes up. No, the back skirts don't go up. So it does have like an extra joint here where you can move it forward and you can get the split still, even though the back skirt doesn't go up. I like that. I wish more regular Transformers would do something like that. And you can see that joint where you can go back and forth like that on there. And I think that's a great thing. Let me put all these down carefully. He has swivel at the thigh on both sides. His knees are double jointed and they get fully to his back. Feet, whole foot goes down and up, down about that much, up like that, not that much. The toe can go down a little and up a little, and you get rocker like this, and you get a little bit that way. But his feet has like full range. They're just on ball joints and they go back and forth like this. I kind of forget these kind of movements sometimes, just like with the legs. I almost forgot that you have that kind of movement because they're usually not on Transformers. And the back is pretty clean. Of course, it doesn't transform, so it better be. And he has his backpack just as you would expect. And this hose just plugs into here and plugs into the arm. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, you could get him in very dynamic. Oh, did I do his arms? I didn't do his arms, did I? Sorry about that. And his arms have the bicep up here. They're double jointed as well, of course. So they get all the way. And even with the hose, you can get his double joint working. This spins. It's just on a ball joint. And it moves like this. Because it has and you can do his hand. His fingers don't move. They're fixed. But you can move his hand in like that, move it out, move it down like that, and move it up. And of course it spins. And it just has that extra joint in there that's on the ball joint. And you get the double joint over here as well, of course. You also have the same thing for the hose, but the thing back here is only on this side. So, I mean, the hose was always for his gun anyway. So why would you do that? But then you got clear in there. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. And it's like metal in there. Not metal. It's not a metal piece, but it doesn't feel plastic. It's painted. So when you stick that in there and you put this piece together, you stick that in there. Then you stick the clear purple on top. And that's how you get that look. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, this figure is highly posable. Get his ab crunches and his hands all over and get him looking like that. Put his gun in his hand. His gun just goes in there like that just to go in. And that's it. If you enjoyed this review, I thank you for stopping by my channel. And I will get up with you guys in another one. Peace.
You know, life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.